Hello, I thought you might like to have a look round my compost area today, which I know that doesn't seem interesting, but it is quite an interesting corner. Well, I think so. So I come through this entrance here, and at the moment it is a complete mess. So I've just ordered new pieces of wood to remake this compost bin that, as you can see, has collapsed. I've slowly been emptying it out, and the nettles have already decided to start growing out of the old compost that's left in the bottom. This is the old one that's still just about intact, with the old carpet on the top. Ugh, sorry. So that's raw at the moment. Compost bins are really good places for worms and bugs and beetles and ants and spiders and everything. So even if you're not going to use the compost that you make, it's a good way of getting rid of all the greenery that you've cut down. This area under here, underneath this big shrub, which I think would make a great little camp, but I'm a bit old for that now. These logs, I'm going to plant them under here vertically, because I was watching a thing about stag beetles, which I would really like to see stag beetles in this garden, and they need to have logs planted vertically into the soil. So not your normal log pile like I've already got. So that's what I'm going to do with those pieces of wood there, and I'll need a few more, and that'll be a job for when I haven't got much to do. Bowl of dirty water there. This lump of grasses and twigs here has a hedgehog house underneath it. I don't know that it was successful, because this is the entrance hole here, and it goes all the way to the back, so I was really pleased with it. A nice long tunnel, which hedgehogs like, but you can't really see that. If I put my hand under it, I can tell that it's collapsed a little bit, and I don't think it's big enough for a hedgehog to get in and out. You see, there's a bit of an onion there, so something's been going in and out, and something's carried that there. Mouse, rat maybe. So the other end of this area, I have a huge twig pile, I think you'd say. So all of this wood here, years ago we would just regularly bonfire, but I never bonfire now. We all know now that this is not it's not the environmentally friendly way of doing things, and in fact if I pile it up like this, the pile just gradually goes down, and where the twigs are touching the soil and slowly rotting away, it's another really lovely habitat for all small things, you know, voles, slowworms I get, love slowworms. There's another hedgehog house in this pile, so this is where this one is. There's the entrance again. This is an old dustbin lid here. I also don't think this one has been used. Something seems to go in and out, but I think my hedgehogs, I have two that use my garden, use my shed. I think they're under my shed. So this is the entrance here, but the house is further over to the left. They like a tunnel, but not you know, a bit of a wiggly tunnel. It makes it more difficult for something like a fox to put its head in and predate them, particularly when they're hibernating and they can't really defend themselves. There's some nice fungus growing on this mossy log. And then at the back, near the fence, we have all our old Christmas trees. Each year when we finished with Christmas, we put our trees out here, and so they're all going back in time at different stages of decay. Now I know that seems a funny thing to do, but they make good habitats for birds, and one of these had blackbirds nesting in it for 2 years running. So if you imagine making your nest there or higher up, it's very difficult for something like a cat or even a magpie to come down and attack your chicks or steal your eggs. So if you've got a room that's something to do with your old Christmas tree, I am lucky because I have got this big corner, and I know that not everybody has enough space to do that sort of thing. I've got a big patch of cow parsley just going over here, which I love, but it's looking a mess now. I know all of it's a mess really, but you have to remind yourself that wherever there's mess in your garden, you're making nature happy. You have to find a halfway house really. One last thing, I keep this tray here, it's half sunk into the ground, so it's almost like a miniature pond really, and I just think that it's a good place for things to come and have a drink. Mice, voles, shrews, birds. Okay, well I hope that was interesting, and if you thought it was boring, I promise you that it'll be something a bit prettier next time. I'm going to go back out into the sunshine now. Bye!